Hey, Brendan here. Welcome to the channel, and thanks for tuning in. It's been about a week since I dropped some content on the channel. Took a little mental break with all the pre-draft rookie content, but now we got day one draft capital. Round one of the NFL draft was last night. Good time as always. We finally get the all-important draft capital and landing spot. So I'm going to be doing a show like this for day one, day two, day three landing spot grades. All right, we're finally going to get closer to our rookie drafts, and we're going to give grades to these players, kind of talk about their situations and kind of where they might fall in the dynasty landscape. Hit that subscribe button. Help me continue to grow the channel. We're going to do landing spot grades based on Superflex and tight end premium. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. First round was pretty fun, pretty chalky at the beginning. Cam Ward going to the Titans. Don't think that was much of a surprise for any of us as we were following the draft, pre-draft. But listen, he goes to the Titans. All right. So on the screen that you're going to see, this is kind of the things that we're going to talk about a little bit. All right. I gave him a grade of an A. All right. We're going to do rookie ADP. Where do we think these guys are going to fall in rookie drafts in our dynasty leagues? I think he's going to be the 101 to 103. I think if it's, again, we're going to do the show based on Superflex, quarterbacks rule. So I think he's going to be an early pick in round one, without a doubt. All right, overall rookie rank on my NFL draft big boards. Not only do I have positional ranks, but I have overall rookie ranks. And this is where, these are kind of tentative, right? This is like initial reaction. It's Friday afternoon. The draft was last night. So things might change a little bit, but these are my first impressions. I'm going to be doing this again, like I said, a show like this for day two and day three as well. And then we're going to really dig into everything over the course of the next few weeks. I'm going to be dropping a ton of channels. So again, hit that subscribe button. Overall rookie rank, he's number 2. Genty, we're going to talk about here very shortly, is my clear number 1. I think for a lot of people, he looks to be super special. But if you're in a super flex format, I think you're going to be looking at Cam Ward here. I think he's going to be the only true starter out of this quarterback room this year in this year's draft. Okay, the rest of the rookies, I think, are all going to be potential future maybe starters and backups. But Cam Ward looks like he's going to be the only guy that's going to be drafted and get immediate starter ability. I don't think they're going to be, rolling out Will Levis again. They might if he struggles in camp. But nonetheless, he is my overall rookie rank number 2. All right, opportunity, immediate starter. We kind of talked about that. Dynasty value, ceiling. Once he gets acclimated, I really am a true believer you can't really value a quarterback until year after year 3. I think at that point, you're going to find out what it is. And I think after 3 years, Cam Ward will be a solid QB2. He might surprise and be a stud, but right now I'm thinking that he is going to be a QB2 in our Dynasty Flex leagues, all right, in our Super Flex leagues. Dynasty rank overall, again, these are my initial reactions based on my Dynasty ranks and what I got going on. I have him at QB20 right now. Now, there's a chance that he develops really well into something more, but looking at all the quarterbacks, I'm going to go with lean on a lot of quarterbacks that I've already seen play. So he's at my QB 20 right now. So not much to talk about with Cam Ward. We all kind of knew he was going to land with the Titans. Calvin Ridley is his go-to guy, and don't be surprised if they draft a wide receiver here in the second round, day 2, second or third round. They're going to want to surround Cam Ward because, as you can see on the screen here, here's kind of the depth charts I'm going to be posting for these videos. Calvin Ridley is really all you got, right? So you're not going to want to go out there and trot Cam Ward out there as a potential starter in the 2025 season, with Calvin Ridley being really the only player on the depth chart that you see worth throwing the ball to. So they're going to lean. I wouldn't be surprised if they go for tight end maybe, but nonetheless, they're going to get some help for Cam Ward. All right, second pick in the draft, Travis Hunter. No surprise at all. Now, head coach Liam Cohen came out and said that he will primarily play offense to start. He had those quotes after the draft, so I'm going to take him up. They trade up, and the new ownership down there, new coach. They want to make a splash for the fans out there. Grab Travis Hunter. He's been my wide receiver 1 throughout this process. I give him a grade of a B. Okay, and for the reasons not an A is because Brian Thomas Jr. is there, and the dude's a stud, man. So target share, it's great. I love it when rookie receivers go to a team that already has a wide receiver 1, because I think it's going to be an easier transition as the wide receiver 1 takes the main coverage, the top corner on the other team. So Travis Hunter, but again, the big question mark for him is if he is going to play full-time as much as he wants to play on both sides of the ball. Probably as an organization, they're not going to want him to do that. They're going to wear the man out. They're going to want him long-term to either be wide receiver or corner. It's still up in the air. Even though the coach says it's going to be offense, he might flourish as a cornerback. So there's a risk in here. So his rookie ADP, you can see on the screen here, I got it either the 102 through the 1010. I've done a ton of rookie mocks based on him getting draft capital like this. And there's going to be some people that are going to be a little bit more hesitant, even though I think he's arguably the best wide receiver route runner in this class. His situation wanting to play cornerback is going to put a cloud really in all of our decision-making processes. So it's going to be interesting. My overall rookie rank, I got him at number 6 here preliminarily. And again, the rookie ranks are going to change because there's some day 2 guys that I'm really excited about that might kind of shift these around, but we're going to have fun nonetheless. Opportunity, immediate starter, without a doubt. I mean, look at the depth chart here. Diami Brown just transferred from Washington. He's a Jag. Gabe Davis, Parker Washington, all wide receiver 3. Great landing spot for him to at least come in. I didn't give him an A only because Brian Thomas Jr. is there. I think his value ceiling is a wide receiver 2. And in my dynasty ranks right now, I got him at wide receiver number 22. Okay. With the 6th pick, the Raiders select Ashton Genty. Okay. He's been mocked going to the Raiders for quite some time. I'm going to give him a landing spot of a B. All right. In fact, I'm sorry. An A. It's a new era with Carroll. We know Carroll loves running the ball. Geno Smith just signed a 2-year deal, I believe. And this is going to be good for Geno, too. And Chip Kelly is now the new OC there, and the dude likes running the rock. So solid A here for Genty, getting a great landing spot. I mean, look at the depth chart here, man. It is bare to the bone. So he is going to be a feature right off day 1, game 1. The fans are going to be packing the stadium to see maybe their future Hall of Fame running back. All right. Rookie ADP, he's going to be either the first pick in the draft, but he ain't getting out of the top 3. There might be a team that takes a wide receiver first, or maybe takes Cam Ward first. So these ADP are basic ranges that I expect him to go off the board. He's my overall rookie rank number 1. Opportunity, immediate starter. Dynasty value ceiling, RB1. Dynasty rank, he's RB5. It's kind of where I have him tentatively positioned right now, behind Gibbs, Barkley, Bijan Robinson, Jonathan Taylor. I'm still a fan of at the Colts. So, but Ashton Genty, I got him in there at number 5. I think that's where there's a teardrop in the NFL, and I'm going to stick him in there. The guy looks exciting as hell. It is going to be a fun time watching Ashton Genty shares. I do not have a share of him, which is very disappointing, and I don't think I'm going to have one. So I will be on the sidelines watching him and not being able to participate, unfortunately. With the Panthers, with the 8th pick in the draft, they select Toria McMillan. I'm going to give this a grade of a B, all right? And you're going to ask why. I'm just not a big fan of the Panthers organization. Look at the depth chart here. Adam Thielen is on his way out. Jalen Coker, is an exciting second-year player that we're excited about. I have a couple shares of him. Xavier Legette looks like he's going to be a solid wide receiver 3 on a team. He was overdrafted last year. But to McMillan, I think if you're asking me why it's not an A, he should get the target share. I think it's only a B. I'm still not a Bryce Young fan completely. So maybe I'm a little light on that. A lot of people are going to like that landing spot for the clear opportunity, but with the surroundings of his, the running game is kind of in flux with the injuries to Jonathan Brooks. So I know they've got the other kid Hubbard down there as well. But anyway, rookie ADP 101 to 105 is kind of where I see him coming off the board. Probably maybe not 101 with Genty and Cam Ward, but I've seen it in mock drafts earlier. So some of that might not change. Overall rookie rank, I've got him number 5 right now. Opportunity, he is going to be an immediate starter. They are going to be expecting big things from him right out of the gate. Hopefully he can deliver. Dynasty value ceiling, I think he could be a decent wide receiver 2 on a team. So I think that is where I see him. I'm sorry, not on the team, but overall in Dynasty. Don't know if he's going to get into the top 10 or not. My Dynasty rank, I've got him at wide receiver 25 right now as my preliminary landing spot in my Dynasty ranks. But he's going to have clear targets, right? Clear opportunity for targets. So it's going to be really interesting. A lot of people are kind of down on him. Is he that elite route runner? Or does he just have, the good ball skills and the height and the length to win with the 50-50 balls? It's going to be fun. We're going to be finding out in a very short order. All right, with the 10th pick, the Bears select Coloulston Lovelin. I'm going to give this a B as well. Cole Kmet was there. You know, I can't believe that guy's a 5-year player already, 26 years old. Where is the time gone? Cole Kmet, 5 years in the NFL. That is nuts. But anyway, he comes from a good pro-style offense. All right. And I think that's going to allow the Bears to do 12 personnel with Kmet on the field as well. And when Johnson, the new coach, was at the Detroit Lions, Sam Laporta was becoming a bigger part of that offense. So I think the landing spot from an opportunity and coaching standpoint, the Caleb Williams, man, he's going to have to take a big, big leap for me to feel comfortable giving Coloulston Lovelin an A landing spot. You got Rome Odunze there. You got DJ Moore. You got other pass catchers as well. So what is his target share going to be? Rookie ADP, I got him anywhere from the 105 to the 109. It's going to be definitely a first rounder with round 1 draft capital. Overall rookie rank, I have him at number 7, opportunity, immediate starter. Tight end dynasty value, I think he could be a potential tight end 1. He was my tight end 2 coming into the draft. My tight end 1 of the class has not been drafted yet. Little teaser there. Dynasty rank, I got him tight end number 8 right now in my preliminary dynasty ranks. With the 14th selection, the Colts select Tyler Warren, 2 tight ends back-to-back. I am giving this a C+ landing spot. He had been getting mocked to the Colts for so long. I don't like the spot, guys. I really don't. Yes, he's a versatile player. He was lined up everywhere at Penn State. My son goes to Penn State. I watched every game. Daniel Jones or Anthony Richardson? Who's throwing him the rock this year? I'm kind of leaning towards Daniel Jones if you're a Tyler Warren, you got him in your Debbie league, and or you're going to draft him in the rookie draft. Anthony Richardson, they're ruining the young man's career. That's a conversation for another day. And there's lots of pass catchers as well. You got Downs there, you got Mitchell, you got Pittman, you got all sorts of pass catchers wanting the rock. He's probably going to get used a lot, I think, in rookie ADP, 105 to the 109 without a doubt. Overall rookie rank, I've got him tentatively in there at number 8. Okay. Opportunity, immediate starter, definitely can be a tight end 1. And dynasty rank, I've got him at tight end number 9 right now. With the 19th selection, the Buccaneers select Ibuka. I was on my Slack chat with my big board subscribers last night as the draft was going on, and people were really surprised that he was the second receiver taken in the draft, going to the Buccaneers. And I give this a landing spot of a C. I'm not a big fan immediately, right? But we're going to have to wait a little bit. Mike Evans on a 1-year deal. Just look at the depth chart here. Chris Godwin just signed a 3-year deal. Jalen McMillan, he merged last year and is an exciting dynasty asset who also plays in the slot. I believe he was playing in the slot last year. So where does he fit immediately with those 3 on the field? We're going to have to wait a little bit. So I don't think we're going to get immediate production. Still thinking rookie ADP, he's going to be a first-round selection between the 106 and 112. I think people are going to be scared off with this landing spot a little bit, given the fact that, wow, we're not going to get year 1 productivity out of my round 1 rookie. I think people might fade him a little bit. So there's other receivers that haven't been drafted yet that could find themselves in much better landing spots. And we've got 2 or 3 running backs that we have yet to see, come off the board that could potentially give us some round 1 rookie draft capital. So we're going to have to wait and see. I think he's a top 10 overall pick. I can't place him right now until I see round 2 and where these running backs land, because there's 2 or 3 good running backs I think we're going to see here Friday night, and what happens and where they go is going to be tough to kind of rank right now in my overall rookie ranks. Okay. Opportunity, I think he's a future starter. I think they might mix him in as a first-round draft pick next year a little bit to get him acclimated to the NFL, but I don't see him with immediate production, immediate in line for targets. Like I said, I think that's going to be a concern. He should be a wide receiver 2 when he finally gets acclimated to the NFL, possibly a wide receiver 3, but more likely I think a wide receiver 2. Could be just a really good, solid option. Don't think he's a wide receiver 1 on a team, but nonetheless, I think he could be a top 30 wide receiver in 2 or 3 years. All right, dynasty rank, I got him at wide receiver number 38 right now. So that's kind of where I have him pegged looking at my dynasty wide receiver ranks. With the 22nd pick, the Chargers select Omar Hampton. This was one of the primo landing spots that we've been waiting for. I am giving him an A. It would be an A+ if Najee Harris didn't sign a 1-year deal, but I am not worried about Harris. There's already chatter out there. I've seen that Harris is going to be the bell cow next year. Hampton's going to have to wait his turn. I'm not buying it. I think they're just hedging their bets. Jim Harbaugh loves to run the ball, so I'm going to take a long-term view here and think even if we have to wait a year for Omar Hampton to have that full backfield to himself, this dude's going to get the rock this year. There is no doubt about it. Rookie ADP, I think he's between the 103 and 106. Doesn't get out of the first half, I think, of round one rookie picks, okay, in the draft. Overall rookie rank, he's number 3 or 4, depending on where Henderson lands. I'm a big Trevion Henderson fan. I think he's going to get early draft capital tonight on day 2, so I can't really pin him down because I really like Henderson, and if he gets a really good spot like Dallas or something like that, I think there's going to be a conversation that we're going to have. But yeah, I think he's going to be an immediate starter. I think he's going to be an immediate timeshare with Harris. Dynasty value ceiling, he can be an RB1 without a doubt. Dynasty rank, I got him at RB9 right now. I think he is going to be a bell cow in the future. Be excited. I've got 2 shares of him on my Debbie leagues, and I'm certainly excited about the long-term projection of having Hampton running in a Jim Harbaugh offense. Okay, 2 more players got first-round draft capital for fantasy. All right, round pick number 23, the Packers select Matthew Golden. I'm giving this a grade of an A. I love this landing spot. Look at the depth chart here, okay? We got a bunch of guys who have flashed, but outside of Jaden Reed, Dobbs is, I'm not sure. He's not a guy. Christian Watson just tore his ACL. Dontavian Wicks has been an overhyped wide receiver for 2 years now. So they need a clear number 1. All right. And Matthew Golden, first time the Packers, I've said, drafted a wide receiver in round 1 since Javon Walker 23 years ago. Matthew Golden wasn't even born. That's how long it's been since the Green Bay Packers selected a wide receiver in the first round, which is a pretty cool statistic. Rookie ADP, I think he's between the 103 and 106 too. I think there's going to be people that love this landing spot. Jordan Love is an ascending dynasty quarterback who I think if he and Golden connect in spring practices and spring training, I think he is going to just emerge as the guy on the offense. Really excited to see what happens. Overall rookie rank, I got him number 4 right now with my A landing spot grade. Opportunity, immediate starter, dynasty value ceiling, wide receiver 2. Don't know if he can be a long-term wide receiver 1 on a team. We'll have to see how that plays out. Love Golden. He was, I think, my number 2 or 3 ranked wide receiver coming into the draft. Dynasty rank, I got him at number 23 right now. So I have high expectations for Golden. I think a lot of people do. Love the landing spot. I think he gets a lot of opportunity. We're going to see a lot of these Wickses and Watsons. Watson's probably not even really going to play and be available to the beginning of the year with the late injury to his knee. So I think he gets a good opportunity. All right, and to round out our day 1 show, we've got a shocker of all shockers, the Giants. What do? They move up, trade up into the draft, back into round 1, and with the 25th pick selects Jackson Dart. I give this a landing spot of a B. Here's what I like about this landing spot. And perhaps I should have given him an A. I just don't know. I've never really been a Jackson Dart true believer. Russell Wilson was signed a 1-year deal, which I think is perfect. Okay, Jackson Dart should sit on the bench. If I'm the Giants right now, I'm like, you're not going to see him until 2026. Don't tell me you want to see him. Just sit him on the bench, let him marinate. You put Russell Wilson out there. Russell Wilson is a great veteran to learn from. So if I'm the Giants, I am taking the long ball approach here and not seeing Jackson Dart on the field year 1 under no circumstances. Jameson Winston is there as well. If something happens to Wilson, you put Winston in there, take the long ball approach with this guy. But he's in rookie ADP. This is going to be really interesting where he goes in rookie drafts. And I've got him right now at the 104 between the 108. Again, this is a super flex draft. If you're in a 1 QB league, this guy's not sniffing the first round, okay? But in a super flex, which is kind of what these grades and ADPs are based on, people are going to take a shot. He's a first-round draft pick in the first round of the NFL draft, going to a future good opportunity. Overall rookie rank, I just can't. I have a TBD right now. I can't put him in there because, like I said, there's a few wide receivers I'm still interested in seeing, and I'm just not the biggest believer, so I'm going to put a TBD on that. Opportunity, future starter, dynasty value ceiling. I think he could potentially be a QB3 down the road, maybe a QB2, so I'm going to put 2/3 to cover myself. Dynasty rank, I got him at QB number 26, okay? So he's kind of down there, and I know he's a rookie, and I know there's going to be people like, oh, first-round draft capital, whatever, but you remember Kenny Pickett couple years back, right? A few years back. It's not many, not many quarterbacks. There's a 50-50 bust rate on these quarterbacks. So be careful. If there's a wide receiver, and this is the advice I give you going into your rookie drafts as we finalize the show. Even if you're in a super flex and Jackson Dart there, don't get hung up on draft capital and landing spots so much. If there's a better receiver or a better running back that can give you immediate production, take them. Don't always just side with quarterback. So it's going to be really interesting to see where Jackson Dart now, and especially now with Shedeur Sanders not making the first round, a little humbling experience for the Sanders family. I bet you he goes off the board early tonight, Friday night, day 2 of the draft. But nonetheless, hope you enjoyed the show. I'm going to be doing this for the day 2 fantasy prospects and then the day 3 prospects as well. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Help me grow the channel. Going to be having a ton of rookie content. As you can tell, I did a lot of pre-draft rookie content. I'm about ready to put out a ton of post-2025 rookie content and getting started very soon on the 2026 rookie class too. If you want to support the channel, consider subscribing to my NFL Drafts Big Board subscription. There's information down in the show notes. Go check it out, a website. Do all 22 film breakdowns. I got rookie ranks already for the 2026 and 2027 class. Hope you enjoyed the show. Enjoy the draft for the next 2 nights. Love draft weekend. It is the best. We finally get the landing spots. We get the draft capital. Ton of fun. Thanks for watching.